We on.
We live.
We live.
Whoa.
This your first time you just stream up?
I haven't been a guest on StreamYard, but I know how to use StreamYard.
I bet. Welcome. Change the narrative. It's only one of me here today. My partner's getting ready for our trip to Cape Town tomorrow. So, Stacy.
Oh, Asad. I'm noticing that it just alerted me on YouTube that we are live. So
We live. And we got a few people else, a few other people coming on. Dr. James Bennett and another one of our friends, Josh. So we're just waiting for those guys to get in the link. Today's topic is all things Africa. Yeah, all things Africa. We're going to chop it up and just have some fun with it.
Right. So, man, you're getting ready to head out to
Yeah, super excited about that.
Cape Town.
We leave Cape Town. Our flight leaves at 6:30 in the morning, so we got to be out of here about what, 4 o'clock?
Ooh. Y'all got Uber?
I think she scheduled Uber for like 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna be in Cape Town from the 4th to the 12th. Hoping to meet some of you guys. We're gonna have some fun. You know, we got a few things planned, but it's an 8-day trip, but we don't have too much planned. So I hope y'all can make some plans for us.
Yeah, man. I'm jealous, man, because I haven't been to Cape Town since 2019. I need to make a move out that way.
I should be jealous. I've never been there.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't never been to Cape Town.
Oh, well, yeah, but you about to go enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, we just did Johannesburg and Durban. You know, and you haven't been in Durban yet.
I haven't been to Durban yet, so I've done Pretoria, Cape Town, Josie, like Kruger, which I think by Mpumalanga, but I haven't done Durban. And they said, so I was talking to a sister yesterday who is from Durban, but she's been living in the U.S. She and her husband is African American, and she was saying like, yeah, if you want to go to Durban during Christmas time, you start booking it now.
So, yeah, Nolita told us they booked Durban as soon as they leave Durban in December.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, we got lucky to find a place.
Well, so what we're going to do is then, since it's still summertime for the next couple of months, so let everybody clear out, get back to work next week or whatever have you, and then maybe creep out to Durban one weekend, once prices will drop. Still got the beaches. Yeah. It may not be as packed as everything else, but that's what I need. I don't need it packed.
Right. Price is gonna be cheaper.
Right, exactly.
You can get you a really nice spot with a low.
Exactly.
So
we got Lucky saying hi. We got Mochikio, Masaloma, Masamono. My bad. I'm not gonna just say. And listen, I'm not saying names. We're just gonna.
I know. I don't even try. I let Red take care of that.
Yeah.
Man.
We're just gonna respond to the actual comment. Good evening. The person who said good evening. Hi, Lucky. That was pretty easy. Shout out to Lucky. Miss Cheryl. Okay. I can see that name. Good day, brothers. Good day, so how you do?
Cheryl, what's up? What's up, Cheryl? I was on live with Cheryl a couple of days ago on Giselle's page, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. She I think Cheryl knows the hearts. Knows of the hearts.
Okay.
So yeah.
If you go to Durban, please don't just go to Umlanga.
Hey yo, Bennett, I sent you the link, man. Come on in. Hold on, let me see. Oh man, yes. There they go.
Both of them there. Yeah, both of them.
Bam. Add to stream. Add to stream.
Okay, can you see me and hear me?
We can't hear you though, man.
You can't hear me.
I gotta talk up.
Can you hear me?
Hope it ain't us. Shit.
It's y'all, man. You got me on mute.
Okay, hold on. Let me cut this up. It might be us.
It is you.
Here, Josh. I
can hear y'all well.
Bennett already talking trash.
Can you hear me,
okay, hold on.
guys?
So unprofessional here.
I know, man.
Never liked this
Y'all,
if it's just
man.
me and Asad. Every time Bennett gets involved, then it gets messed up.
We here?
First of
You hear
all,
you now,
you
Bennett?
need to. Yeah, can you hear me?
Ooh, man. Y'all gotta talk. Josh, can we hear you?
I don't know. I can hear y'all very well.
Yeah, I can
you
hear
a little
Josh.
bit, but you
Yeah.
know.
I can hear Josh real good.
So it's something in your settings on the
Can you
your
cut your
external.
phones up?
I'm on a laptop.
We can't hear y'all, man.
Like he's low.
You real low. We real low.
Yeah, I can hear you guys great. You guys
Yeah,
are actually
I
really,
I
Okay, you
really
can.
might can do
loud.
it that way. It's a
But
big
if you
delay.
have a
Yeah, it's gonna be
dial-in
delayed.
number, I'll do that too.
It's gonna be a delay.
Sorry about this, man. This bootleg
It's okay.
pod this time. Like I said, James,
Say remember mute after talk.
this
It's
never happens when
2023.
every time James on, something goes wrong.
No, don't blame me.
Like so anybody that's watching can hear both Josh and them. It's just we can't hear them.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Can hear yeah.
I can hear you, Josh.
That's
Josh,
okay.
can you hear me,
I can
Josh?
hear you.
See, they probably got one of them Tandy
So-
computers from Radio Shack.
Yeah, so
How we gonna handle this?
That's what they got.
with the
I can Josh
syntax.
still hear us?
Yeah, we're realistic speakers. That's what it is. Sparkle-matic speakers.
to the end of this track.
Y'all don't know about that Sparkle-matic.
Oh, they got Panasonic XTX.
All right, so you got to get up here and so they talk a lot of trash, man.
Let me
Oh
see.
man.
I don't know how to make that better. Because coming through YouTube is fine. You want to just, can you do it just through YouTube?
Yeah.
Go straight.
Start over. So you say start over, go straight to YouTube?
But how you going to give them the link? Because YouTube StreamYard. Like, can you go to your YouTube page on there?
Yeah.
Like,
While it's on right now?
yeah, while it's still streaming StreamYard, it should
Yeah.
keep everybody on the YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, it should keep everybody on StreamYard, but you can do it from your YouTube.
Yeah, and if you guys need
Man, oh,
to
man.
switch over, I
Oh,
can set up a quick Zoom.
This all hood, man.
This is because of James, man. This never happens.
Let's
see.
DJ Icon, sprinkle some of that Beetlejuice dust on your computer.
Oh no, man.
Now it's all shrinking.
That old cheap computer. That's what it is.
Say anything about the food? Okay. Huh? Stacy, just let me know when you if you can hear us.
I think he froze, or he just perfectly still.
No, yeah, he froze.
Yeah,
It may be his
they need to change that title too, man. They got Red and Stace.
yeah.
I'm about to say, I know Red had a birthday, but good gosh, she looking kind of rough, man. But she partied too hard. Grew a beard.
Oh my
Red
God.
grew a beard, lost all her hair on her birthday. She kicked it hard.
How's your cake? gonna eat your food. Oh.
Man, it's been raining past 5 days, man, over here. I know it's sunny over there, huh?
Yeah, it rained the first week we got here. Rained every day.
Oh, really? It's been a
It
week.
rained every day. Monday,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, it has been
Friday.
a week. It's gone by
Yeah.
fast.
Past
Yeah.
a week. It's Tuesday. I got here last Monday.
Yeah. Stace, can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you a little better now.
Yeah.
Wow.
He got that five.
Yeah.
5G.
What do you say, Josh?
He got that 5G now.
Hey, Stace.
You.
Now, either the title wrong. I know Red birthday was recently. I know she partied so hard, lost all her hair and grew a beard, man.
Man, what's happening, Dr. James?
Man, what's going on, man? What's going on with
Man, trying to get it. So now they was asking about, man, somebody asked about you today. Asha asked about you today. She said, when is it coming? I say you should be here in January. This month, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're too busy playing backgammon and checkers.
No. Yeah, but yeah, she's doing. I've been watching her life on.
I need to mute on YouTube.
YouTube is done.
Yeah.
Can hear everybody now?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
But yeah, Asha, she living life, man. She doing good, man. Doing real good. New house. Just chilling, man. Man, what y'all doing?
Oh man. We good now. All right. We good.
Oh, two big old dudes on a love seat. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Man, y'all gonna have 10,000 people laughing growing
This
up.
is what we needed.
Now show which I got.
You got the comments?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay. Josh, what's up, man? I don't want to talk to Bennett no more. Josh, what's up?
Man, I am well. I'm enjoying sunny South Africa. The last week has been rain over here, so the rain is finally passed us on. So we're really getting out now and enjoying it.
That's what's up, man. How long you gonna be here?
How you been, man? I'm
good, man. I'm glad I'm actually here.
Yes.
I used to be real envious when I saw Asad and some of the other people who having fun, going out to dinner and lunch. And I'm like, man, why I can't be there, man? I want to be there too.
Yeah.
Now I'm here too. Now I'm here now.
Oh yeah. So I think Asad will tell you I wasted no time hitting the ground and enjoying Joburg.
Oh no, I heard. I'm sorry I missed him, man. I was a little under the weather.
Yeah.
Josh been doing big things in Joburg.
Well, Stace is doing big things too.
In Joburg, man. What was that? When we go to Montana Friday?
Yeah. It was very nice.
What's Montana?
In there, man.
In a little club action,
in there
man.
hard. Didn't know anybody with a Kodak smile, and in 15 minutes I knew 50 people.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, one love everyone on the panel.
Bennett.
And Chad, so glad to catch the live. That's Global Green Book. Shout out to Global Green Book.
I got
you doing. I heard you
one day on the page too.
Yeah, you were doing big things too, Stace.
How you doing, sis?
Shout out to Sandile.
Josh, what's up with you, man? Besides being funny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you talking to Doc or me?
Josh.
Oh yeah,
James.
James. I'm bad, James.
Nothing, man. Just been in the house, man. Trying to keep from getting shot on New Year's, man. They were shooting from 9 o'clock to about 2 o'clock in the morning, New Year's.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can only imagine.
So you in Jackson?
Yeah, I'm in Jackson. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's been going on, man. that and dealing with the water. You know, we got a
I'm
water
about to say,
problem.
how did they get the water straight yet?
Nah, man, nah. You still got to boil the
So
water,
when
man.
what's going on with the water? Do you guys have tap water or no?
We have tap water. Yes. Well, we do. We do. I've heard of some people not having some tap water in the other part, like in West Jackson. But we have tap water and stuff. You just don't trust drinking it right out the tap. So you just have to filter it and all that kind of stuff. But other than
I'm
that,
so
it's
out of the
okay.
loop. I don't even know what's going on.
They got a water crisis in Jackson. I think is it like rusty pipes or something? Or
It's just an old filtration system. It just need to be updated. And you know, over the past 20, 30 years, each mayor kept pushing off, pushing off, pushing off. So now this current mayor is taking all the brunt of the negligence of the previous mayors from previous years.
okay,
So it's just an old system. It probably built back in the 50s or 40s, 50s, and it's trying to be updated and it's just not doing the job right now.
Wow.
It's just
See,
like
I see an
the light
accent.
system. Yeah, it's like the light system over in South Africa. That system was built back in the 50s, I think,
yeah,
and it was based off of maybe a couple million people, but now it's millions, and it's putting a lot of strain on your electrical system. So everything just
right.
need to be updated. That's all.
Okay.
Everything needs to be upgraded, right?
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. See, asks is so the shooting thing is real. Yeah, man. Sometimes you don't know the difference if it's a fireworks or a gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they shoot them up in the air. I mean, you shoot bullets up in the air, they're gonna have to fall.
They gotta
And
come
it's been
down.
right,
cases,
right,
yeah, it's been cases where people sitting in their house and catch a bullet in the head, and nobody know where it came from.
right. It can
Yeah.
travel as far as 2 or 3 blocks when you shoot it in the air. And it
Hmm.
comes down. It could be 3 blocks away and
Hmm.
fall to somebody's house and hit them. But most of the time, it just falls into the ground, falls to someone's roof. They're trying to
Hmm.
figure out, man, what is holding my roof came from, or whatever
Hmm.
have you. You know, but falling bullets kill. That's the model that they put out every year around 4th of July and around uh, New Year's. Falling bullets kill. But
And is saying water shedding is next.
water, oh God,
Water, don't do that. Don't do that.
no, we don't need that.
Hmm.
Asad, you looking good, laugh out loud. Head shining. Ha 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 ha. That's that fresh cut. Yeah, yeah. Head is shining.
Yeah. So Josh, what kind of big things you got going on, man? If you don't mind sharing a thing or two.
Well, I'd say the most notable thing is I'm shopping, home shopping, not for myself in Joburg, but for investment property. Asad has turned me on to some opportunity in the Rosebank area. So we were already excited about coming. We've been planning this trip for 6, 7 months. And then just to add that in, the last couple of weeks was just even more astounding. We were just like, yeah, so being here and being amongst the people, eating the good food. Asad took us in time we got here, right into the food. I mean, we
Yeah.
were out and man, what was the name of the place you took us to?
The fire room.
Oh my
The
God.
fire room was the first yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
Got
man.
some
My
ribs.
daughters
How was those
loved
ribs?
it.
Oh yeah.
It was so good. And yeah, so I saw a few high-rise condos today, and we're just excited. Even in the process of talking to the people and learning more about the real estate game, it just puts icing on the cake.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we went to the two families went to this one spot in Rosebank. We got some ribs, man. We wasn't pleased at all.
It's a new
What?
spot in Rosebank. Was it Mambo's or something like that?
Something like that.
It's owned by the people that own Proud Mary's, and
Okay.
Proud Mary. And I had to
Mhm.
tell the man as we were leaving out, he was like, how was it? I was like, brother, y'all got to do something about those ribs, right?
Yeah.
Supposed to be beef ribs. I don't know what, but it was like they had zero flavor. So I said, brother, do something. And he was appreciative because he said, that's how they improved their menu. So
Yeah.
I'll give them a little plate maybe in about 2 or 3 months after they've gotten all of the complaints and kind of rectified them. We might go back and have a good plate of ribs. If not, I probably won't.
Yeah,
doing it again.
it was
So
tender, but
it was tender.
they was tender, but tastes like water.
Yeah, like they just
Oh.
spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
Barbecue sauce was a straight 0.
yeah.
Oh.
They have barbecue sauce?
They don't.
Yeah.
I don't
They
remember
don't
taste. That's how
always
bad it was. I don't remember tasting sauce.
Now they had you to dip it in the sauce.
Oh, I definitely don't like that.
Yeah.
I like my sauce baked on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
I was about to say that
I think
they don't always put the sauce on it, and it's good to. I think the feedback is
I
good.
think the wives, I think they had something good though. I can't remember what they had, but they enjoyed theirs.
Now the atmosphere,
the ambiance,
the ambiance.
Ambiance is really, really nice.
Yeah. Like,
Probably like one of the best as far as ambiance.
yeah. And you could take, you and your partners, or you and your wife, and your partners and their wives, and hang out there. Yeah. And then I think that, they got a full service bar, so it's not even like, so if you wanted to go and just sit and have drinks, y'all don't drink. Leave that alcohol alone. But if y'all wanted to go and drink and have a drink or two, y'all can go sit over there. So all of that's pretty good. Let's say fellows just making
Register?
Mhm.
I
fellows
ain't got my glasses on either.
just making the register. Okay, where
Marking
the
the
South
register.
African ladies at. So my wife is they started doing, America don't take these long breaks like South Africa, right? America say like the day after the holiday, bam, back to work.
Back at it.
Back to work. Like so I was talking to Mr. Hart, and he said that the people that's building his house, right, they took off, or he gave them off basically from December 9th, and they come back next week. What?
God damn. That's a whole month.
What?
Wow.
That's putting you a whole month behind. Yeah, that's putting you a month behind, but he rolling with it.
Yeah, I told you when we first started this house process, I found a house on just using dates. I found a house on a Monday. I messaged the realtor. The realtor got back to me on Tuesday. So he said, "When do you want to move in?" I said, "If possible, I want to move in on Wednesday." And he said, "Man, that ain't gonna happen until next year." He said, "Nah." He said he told me it was 0 chances.
Well, somebody said I'm looking for a South African wife. Ooh.
Don't look over here, buddy. Don't look in the Morrison house. But nah, my lady, she's we, like I said, we leave for Cape Town tomorrow, so she's doing her hair. So
I guess he's just asking where the South African ladies at, man. Welcome to South Africa, where December belongs to the people, not the boss. Factuals.
I like
They're
that.
taking breaks.
I like that. Yeah.
What Steve always said, when they break,
They break.
they break.
They break.
I know I was supposed to.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have lunch with Clandis, and
They go out there, everyone.
I was supposed to have lunch with Clandis, and I got sick.
And go home to the township. That's the heart.
That's right there. Yeah. And I was sick. And Clandis said, "Well," I asked Clandis, "When can we reschedule?" He said, "Anytime in December. I'm free all December."
Oh wow.
I'm like, man, it's got to be a nice feeling.
Yeah. Somebody said everyone closing some. Yeah. I mean, so like, I respect that. That's South African culture.
Yeah.
And that's the tradition or whatever have you. I just know that in the US, it's like Christmas Day.
Yeah. And then you back to work.
You back to work
until what, the 30th or the 31st?
Well, whatever the day before New Year's.
Before New Year's, yeah.
So some people will give you that week off in between Christmas and New Year's. Some people won't. Not necessarily a lot of work happening during that time, but definitely not an entire not an entire month.
Not a month.
Yeah, it's not a month.
Yeah. Even the school kids, they get just 2 weeks off.
Something like that. Yeah.
Their last day is like the 17th to 18th.
Right.
And go right back to school on the 2nd.
Like, I think the US kids are probably hitting school up probably tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
When you get back from Cape, that's for you.
Okay. When you get back from Cape Town, I'll have to slide y'all in my planner now. Okay, Clandis.
I said villages, not townships. Okay, yeah, villages.
What's your YouTube?
I should say villages, not townships.
What's right?
But yeah, I think
Red,
that's,
what's your YouTube?
That's important.
What you say?
What's your YouTube channel?
Whose?
Are you speaking? Are you live on on.
Yes, changing the narrative.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had it right.
Changing the narrative. Yeah. Hey, James, when you gonna get your channel, man? You kept saying you're gonna get one. When you gonna get
Man, when I get there,
it?
I ain't got nothing to report over here, man.
Talk
I ain't got
about that dirty order.
I ain't got nothing.
Jackson.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to show. I ain't got nothing to report, man. So I'm waiting till I get there.
Doc, I know how that feels, brother. I was just telling Asha today that I remember y'all took that picture. It was like you, Josh, Ashley in Africa,
Yeah.
Asha, all y'all wild and everybody, and y'all gonna tag me on the phone. Don't tag me on this bull. Don't tag me.
Yeah.
Why I
Man.
want to see that?
Yeah, I've been
I
hating
think
all
we
week,
all go
man.
through that struggle, man.
Yeah.
When we see all our peoples over here having a good time and we over there miserable.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
the thing about it is it was the feeling, because at that time I think we had just put in our application for our visas, and people had our passport. So it wasn't even like I could just get in my feelings and be like, let me go buy me a ticket and go.
You're stuck.
I was stuck. I was like prisoner number 504.
And that's why we did the way we did it. We didn't do the whole visa process yet because we didn't want to get stuck.
Yeah.
So now we're going back in May, June, and gonna be stuck probably hopefully just a month and a half.
Yeah.
And then come on back sometime in June.
Oh, that's gonna be rough, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Prepare yourself psychologically.
I know.
For that time frame.
I know.
Yeah.
We already used to the laid back life.
Yeah.
You know, no kids, no grandkids, no parents, and just us. And now all of a sudden it's like, boom, everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah. And then it's just like, man, now. So y'all go to Texas or y'all go to Baltimore?
We gotta go to Texas, Baltimore, and North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
Man, you gotta go 2 weeks each one of them places.
Lord.
Yeah.
Well, brother, I pray for your strength and restoration.
I know I'm gonna get back there eating all that salty food, but everything gonna swell up on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I come here, I start to lose weight, and I do a lot of walking. We do a lot of walking, and of course you eat healthier. It sometimes, but when I go back home and I hit that meat ready, it's over, man. I'm like puffy.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me on the thing about they're African American. They were asking about the salt and sugar in the food, and I think I explained this the other day on our live. I asked Adrian to go out and buy me the sweetest, sugariest cereal she could find, and she brought back. I want to jump up and get the box.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
No, it was. I'm going to get it.
That's probably one of the sweetest. That's one of the sweetest ones, but that's probably one of the best ones. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, my son eat it. I never tried it.
You never had Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
It's great. But I think my favorite is Captain Crunch peanut butter.
Fruit Loops. Fruit O's.
Now you know she wrong for this. Now you know she wrong for this. This one step above the cereal that come in the bag. The cereal that come in the bag.
Yeah.
But look, I asked her, I wanted some sweet sugary cereal. And she bought these Fruity O's, and I saw the thing. It was all, it's all glossy. I said, oh yeah, it's about to be sweet. No, sir. You can look at it and tell it ain't got no sugar on it. You can look at it. I don't even know if y'all can see it. You know the ones in the States, they be kind of white.
They have like crystal pieces of sugar on
it. They have crystal pieces of sugar on it. They ain't got no. I was like, no.
How long do it stay? To get soggy fast?
Yeah, and then she should have read this. It say reduced sugar. I don't want reduced sugar.
You want
all the sugar. I was missing home. I want all the sugar.
Yeah, I remember when he kept telling people, bring him that salt, bring him that Tony Saturations, and he said, yeah, man, I gotta die some kind of way. Bring me all the salt.
Shout out to Tony's.
He got like 8 jars inside the refrigerator, inside the cabinet.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Certain things you gotta have.
Sounds like my
can't
kind of
recreate
hustler.
that over here.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
you can't recreate it over here.
We had a bunch of comments here, man. We
Oh, let me see. Let's go through the comments.
got
I
a
can
bunch
go
of
back.
comments, man.
Let's go through the comments. Look like mainly they was talking to Mr. Hart.
Oh, okay.
Okay, look like he says, oh boy said he looking for a South African wife. Let me tell you something, bro. I love my wife. So I don't notice no other women.
None.
If I was a single man, if I was 25 years old, hey, brother.
Yo, I'm tunnel vision. I don't see
Hey, I
I'm
just be
tunnel
looking straight
vision.
ahead and I pray. I be looking straight ahead. And I say full gospel hymns. Hey, all I'm saying is, yeah, come over here. Yeah, you can find you 2 or 3 wives.
Not that we seen.
Not that I seen
We
it.
ain't seen none.
Yeah, I ain't seen
I
nothing.
don't pay attention. I would put my head down and I just be saying, "Pass me not."
Doc Bennett, I hung out with him in the club. He really does that. He really.
Okay.
I'm like, man, it's okay to say hello. It's okay.
I wish we could hang out before you leave, man. All 3 of us, you know. I wish James would be there too, but
We not bringing it
before
inside.
you
He's not
leave.
gonna talk to you
Josh, when you leaving? What you here about another 2 more weeks, huh?
another week and a half.
We gonna have
I get back on Wednesday.
Okay.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah, you'll have me for a day.
for a
You have me
day.
for a day. You have me
All right.
Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's do something Thursday then.
Because we get back late
No, he late.
night too. So
Oh.
All
I fly
right,
out.
cool.
Well, we actually have me Wednesday night because we fly out Thursday evening. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well when you get back, you know, we're gonna be here.
All right. Wow. I'll
We're
open
gonna be
Wednesday
here.
up for you.
So James, man, when you get here, you already know we're gonna turn all the way up.
Oh yeah. My anniversary is gonna be February the 8th. So
When?
33 February the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
So
a
it'll
definite date.
Oh yeah.
I think he got his
Yeah.
tickets and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
Back.
So yeah,
Bring some
so I
cigars,
can.
man.
No, I don't smoke.
Okay, so they everyone go out here. We want that
Yeah.
break here in South Africa. So yeah, they say talking about the time off. Now, James, you have a whole concept with your move. Start the channel now. We're here to help you. Right.
Oh, okay.
Brother
Yeah.
Hart, what is the ETA time? Estimated time. That says ETA is estimated time of arrival, right?
Oh, arrival or finish or completion or whatever, accomplishment.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I just want to know when
time is nice. I'm here till I run out of money, and that's if I run out of money.
I like that.
He made a. I don't know why you put that cat Pete.
Hey, Stacy.
That Pistol
Hey,
Pete.
Stacy.
Why you put that picture of that feline right there? I don't know what you're trying to say. You say you run out of money, what you buy?
Oh my God.
Right?
Mm.
He put a picture of a cat on there.
I put a picture of a cat. I don't know what he buying.
Yeah,
And then somebody
we know.
Mr. Hall say August. Somebody laughing at Pete. Yeah. So everybody hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Like, comment, subscribe.
Two
The
times.
notifications
Oh,
bell.
August. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
March and April is also crazy with public holidays. It's like another December. Lord have mercy.
For real?
Yeah. Well, my birthday in March. We're gonna turn up.
Oh
We
yeah.
have March. Last year we had March Madness.
When's your birthday? March what?
16.
All right, bet. Let's do something.
Yeah. I saw a video of a young African American inviting other young African Americans to come to South Africa because there's Nash.
Yes.
What is Nash?
The stuff that you don't look at, man.
The stuff that we don't look at because we married.
Yeah.
We don't know what you're talking about.
See, Asad, he can tell you everything about people's shoes because that's all he look at is the shoes. Now he can tell you what color socks you got on, what kind of shoestrings you got. He can tell you about that, but he can't tell you about no Nash, man.
Where did y'all go?
Stacy, how was your New Year's Eve? Where'd you go? New Year's Eve was crazy, man. We went to this Actually, we hung out with Asad and the Hearts and a few other people in the South Johannesburg. Asad talked about in his last podcast.
Yeah.
Man,
And,
that house was awesome.
Man,
that
Sal,
house
was
was
Oh
insane.
my
There you go.
God.
I love homes, man. I want to see
Oh
that
my
house so
gosh.
bad.
I would tell y'all, because I'm not, because this too, it's too public. But when we
Mm.
private, I'm gonna tell y'all how much he told me it cost. Man,
He told me too.
yeah, you would never believe
He
how
told me
much
too.
he told me it cost. And y'all only saw like little flashes, like me turning around, bam, bam. Mr. Hart, I mean, not Mr. Hart, Mr. Lenny filming. Y'all ain't see the house. Y'all ain't see all the four floors.
I
And
mean, I ain't see it either. I just saw the one.
I think when you got there, because we got there late, we was on black
Yeah.
people time. Yeah. But the people who got there early, he took them on a tour.
Wow. I
Yeah,
missed that one.
Say-
But you already seen all four.
I seen the whole floor. Yeah, I seen all of it.
The view itself is just like
Awesome.
insane, man.
Beautiful
Say-
view. You couldn't, I mean,
and that's what made me say all of this northern suburb talk.
Yeah.
nah, I'm
Yeah.
going south, man.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm thinking about the South. I got a few things to consider and a few like things to work out and how it would work. But I mean, the security is good. Like, ain't nobody getting in this house because he's sitting on the mountain.
You
Like,
sit on the mountain.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be like, you gotta be determined. Like, and if they make it in this house from that side of that mountain, he should go and give him a TV as a consolation prize. Go ahead, run with it.
In other words,
Go ahead,
they
go.
got
You
the
got it.
MacGyver's cousin.
Just to get from the road to the front door is a hike by itself.
Yeah, you got
And then the front door, you got to go up and down and around, and you're going through a bunch of trees. And
he really got mountain in his house, man.
Yeah.
The boy got mountain in his house.
yeah.
Like bricks. You know that in
Wow.
the States they do that faux brick stuff, that faux rock.
No.
He got the real rock in his house. Yeah. So
Word.
and he was like, they got one right up the street for X amount of dollars that's already put together. What?
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do South though, man. It's just too far away from everything else.
That's what I want, because I don't want nobody
That
coming to
wa-
my house either.
Or just lock the door.
Well,
Just lock the door.
Okay.
No answers.
So,
just
hey,
like,
now
it's
when
too
y'all,
far- it's too far. Go ahead, Bennett.
well, I'm just saying, when I was looking at the video, y'all standing on the balcony, it looked like y'all was looking into the city and watching fireworks, which was just absolutely phenomenal. But it didn't seem like that was that far. It was about
That
10
far
miles or
off.
something like that.
No,
No,
that's just South Johannesburg. That was just a neighborhood you was looking at the bottom. See, he up at the top of the mountain, so we were looking down at a like a neighborhood that's.
Oh, I thought that was the city.
No, the city was way this
up,
way.
yeah.
Oh,
What you
okay.
seen was houses in the hills, kind of like Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
There was
Uh-huh.
a bunch of houses in the hills.
Oh,
Wow,
man, I thought
that's
that was the
amazing.
city.
Yeah.
I wish that we had could show people that, I mean, they just probably would never imagine how beautiful South Africa is. In fact, that you could compare it to Beverly Hills, looking down into the valley and seeing houses, those are the type of things we need to be able to just broadcast, not his property, but I'm saying just to let people know what you can have here and what's available, the allure. That's amazing that you even use that description.
I think a bunch of us are doing that already, but it's
Mhm.
just on a small scale that the people that are doing it, Asad does it, I do it, Giselle does it. There's a few YouTubers that do it, but I mean, how many of us can we actually reach as far as here?
Let me tell you. So there's a channel called the Best Damn Food Show or something like that. It's a white
The
boy,
white guy
and he goes around to these.
go
And
to
I
the
watch
hoods.
it.
Go to the hoods.
But he came to South Africa. He went to the McDonald's in Rosebank. And then after that, he found Alexandra Township. He found, and nothing wrong with the township. Fam, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is he just perpetuating the mythology that is South Africa. That is the whole of Johannesburg. He ended up going to the Cape Flat. And so he's not showing any of Sandton. He's not showing any of the northern suburbs. He's not showing even Glen Vista in the house in the south.
Yeah.
Everything that he put out there, and it has a million
Views.
right? Everything he put out there is like, township and street food. Yet it's the same thing that Anthony Bourdain did, and I was a big Anthony Bourdain fan. But Anthony Bourdain, every time he came to the continent, he went and found somebody in the bush.
Yeah, he likes the common
right?
type of deal.
Right. It's just promoting the mythology, it's promoting the propaganda, and that's what I'm saying. And so I'll say it again: as South Africans, it is your duty to put out the best. Because anytime you put out anything negative, you're only contributing to the choir of negative propaganda.
And he's not the only white guy that's doing that either. I seen this one white guy. He was in Sudan, going all through the hood, shopping and all. Yeah. They showing him love, getting 1 million views. Another guy in Ghana.
Right.
They just, like you said, they just perpetrating with, I don't like it. I don't even try to look at them much.
Hey, fella.
I used to like his show because he was eating all that weird stuff. And whatever. I'm like, oh, that's weird. But now that I'm in Johannesburg, I'm like, you have to be intentional, right? You have to be intentional to end up in Alexandria. You have to be intentional to end up in like the Capes. Or he went to the Joburg CBD. You got to be intentional.
My question is this though: what makes him so comfortable to do that?
He a white boy with a camera.
Yeah. And who's his audience?
And you know what I'm saying? I still ask people, can I go to this place?
Yeah, but he had like when he went with the lady, he had a lady that was from the area there. But what I'm saying is, he could have easily said, man, we're going to go to this Black Bistro. Black Bistro is a Black-owned South African restaurant that serves quote unquote South African soul food, right? It's a brother. He's a famous chef here. I forget his name, but he's been all on TV and everything. You could have went to your spot. Nice restaurant, sat down and got you some food.
Right.
You decided to go get
why you want to go there?
And everything he showed brothers sitting around drinking, shirt wide open, looking like they ain't doing nothing with their life. And I'm like, man, you literally have to be intentional to put these images out because while you're riding to those areas, you have to ride through. You had to ride through Santon to get there. You had to pass up the brother that's next to you in the Range Rover, right? To go find the brother that's sitting there with a bottle of beer and just hanging out.
Yeah.
You had to do that. And black Americans know this. We used to complain about it when something would happen in the hood, and the only person that they would find would be the sister with the rollers in the head and the bathrobe on, right? And ask her a question. She got something crazy to say. So, see who calling me?
Your volume went out.
Look at the name.
I know that name, but I don't know that person.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
But
Bennett
okay, now
too.
you sound
Actually, y'all spoke to him before. You and Bennett spoke.
Oh, you know now.
Who?
Bennett know who I'm talking about.
Who you talking about? Hey, let me tell y'all something. Josh, he had a birthday party this past August, and it was in a very, very nice restaurant. What suburb it was off of outside of Dallas?
That is in Plano, West Legacy. It's in the Legacy area.
Okay, very high end area.
Popular area in all of North
Yeah,
Dallas.
very high end, and the restaurant that we was in was very nice, very upscale. But that restaurant is a typical restaurant that I've been in Santon. Typical. I mean, when we was at the table, we were telling people about South Africa. I said, "You see this restaurant? This restaurant a dime a dozen in South Africa."
That's true.
And so the thing about it,
the most high-end restaurants in Plano.
Yeah, and it's a dime a dozen over there.
Money for that same service.
Yeah, and you get better food over there, and it's
Let me make and just to make it fair, so that Doc, he's definitely not exaggerating at all. And how many people do you think we had there at that surprise party?
Probably about 35.
35. So Doc Bennett, when we did Nicole's surprise birthday party, we had about 16, 17 people. And what was our total bill? Well, I paid it. I can't remember, but it was.
You paid it. I paid. I could say I paid for 16 people one time, and they had lobster, they had drinks, they had desserts and everything. And I paid for 16 grown people. They had desserts, they had appetizers. I think I spent $350 for it.
I spent
Y'all was
For
at Cream, I
60.
remember that.
Yeah.
Well, I need when you
Yeah.
get here February 8th, I need you to keep that same energy.
No, hey, do they sell moon pies over there? I'm gonna get you a moon pie and a
Keep that
coldest
same
bottle of
energy
water
when
you can
get here.
find. I'm gonna get you the
So,
best
Doc.
cold water you ever had in your life.
So, Doc, aside that point Doc Bennett just made was very relevant, because what he was saying is this was probably equivalent to Cream. And Doc Asad and I just went to Cream, and we went with 17 people. I spent $270. Doc, my birthday, $4,000.
Yeah, $4,000 to go in the
So,
toilet 24 hours later.
yeah. So
$4,000, man. Forget that. No.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
that,
that's outrageous.
but ain't that, hey, it ain't nothing to him because he got a briefcase full of money.
no.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing, man.
But that's I guess that's what we got to keep in mind, because we see it as like, that's nothing. But somebody was telling me like, Stuart was telling me, it was like, Doc, ease up on the signatures. He was like,
No, he told me the same thing too, man. He said, try not to rent, go ahead and buy, because you just waste some money. They actually trying to school us, man, even though we know it.
Yeah.
But we just here having a good time trying to get settled in.
Yeah.
We actually don't want to buy as soon as we get here. We need to settle, look around, observe. Like now, Asad thinking about going south.
Yeah.
What if he had bought the place that we're in right now? He'd be stuck.
Right.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to actually navigate and see what, what's what, and then eventually we'll buy.
That's what I told Josh. I said, we have only seen probably 2 to 3% of Johannesburg. We've seen some of the main things, on the main highway, but there's so many areas that I've never heard of that's just as nice. It might not be in the city, but it's just as nice. So, I before I commit to buying a forever home, I need to see more than just 2% of Johannesburg.
More than just Rosebank and Four Ways.
Yeah. Because really, Johannesburg is I think is almost as the distance from Atlanta to almost Jackson, Mississippi. That's 6 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we only seen a couple of percentage points of Johannesburg. We haven't hit all the restaurants. We probably only hit 0.05% of the restaurants.
Yeah,
you're right.
Oh, we definitely ain't hit all the restaurants, man. There's so many. Yeah, it's so many.
It's just too much restaurants. But now someone's asking in the comments, are you guys here? Josh is here, but he's visiting. He planned on making the move. And also same thing with James. James will be here next month. He's planning on making the move also.
So Floyd's recipe says, I was there in March and August, and I'm back there again in late February. That's how much I love that. Say, man, holla at your guala when you get no. They told me guala mean like power or something. So New Orleans, that's something else. So holla at your people when you get here. All right.
Don't forget them grits.
Yeah, so target saturates.
Speaking of a good place, today we went to a new place that was really good that Greg invited us to, and it was a lady who was from the States and made soul food.
No, Josh, we're not gonna go there, Josh.
Which spot?
That's he talking about that sweet tea chickadee. We're not gonna go there because we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna support others culturally appropriating soul food.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She right?
And she didn't even live in the South. She lived in like Seattle, Washington. She lived in Seattle, Washington. What she know about Southern soul food, man?
She spent some time in South Carolina and Charleston. And that probably doesn't qualify either.
You got if your grandmama wasn't a slave, I'm gonna tell you leave that soul food and talk along. If your grandmama or your granddaddy didn't come from some picking cotton, leave that soul food talk along. Unless you're talking about maybe South African soul food like the dude from Black Bistro. But if you're talking about American soul food, that comes from the black hand in the pot. That comes from struggle. That comes from picking cotton and taking scraps.
That comes from nothing out of
something.
Making nothing.
Yeah.
From nothing to something.
Something, right.
Yeah.
Right. No, shawty. I can't do it. I don't care about you.
And them old ladies that got that fat in the back of they make some good
and they wrist right here be kind of fat like a biscuit. Yeah. If you ain't got that, I ain't coming to this.
Asad has officially shut that down.
You know what it's gonna taste like? It's gonna taste like disappointment.
Yeah.
It's gonna taste, yeah, I'm good on that. But anyway, let's get back to the because they were trying to invite me out there. I was like, man,
I was invited, so that's why I said, because I didn't know about it. I'm new. I got the invite, so I'm like, you know what? Let me invite my brother. As soon as I invite my brother, he was like, hell no, man, I ain't going there, man. I can't support the people.
I knew I should.
So African Queen, shout out to African Queen. She's been on here. We ain't said nothing to that sister. So shout out to African Queen. Oh man, there's so many comments right now.
Man.
Oh Lord, let me see. Let's go back to the top. You said oh man, we fall.
You way back there.
Yeah. Hello everyone in the chat. Losey, shout out to Losey Gold. No, that's Losey, not Josie Gold.
Losey or Josie, which one of them live in Cape Town? Losey, Josie, which one of you guys live in Cape Town?
Josie live in Johannesburg. His name Josie.
Yeah.
Okay, so it must be Losey then. Losey, if you live in Cape Town, holler at me, man. I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Love
African
Cape Town.
Queen is shouting out to Global Green Book. African Queen, shout us out. Shout out African Queen. Sandilli says that there's terrible traffic in the South. Well, I guess so. I don't know because it looked like the traffic ain't good everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But they also take into consideration that this is a holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure traffic probably gonna be really bad now when everybody's back.
Yeah. So somebody said South Johannesburg is the best people are sleeping on it. Facts. It is. You will definitely get more house for your money in South Johannesburg. That's just facts.
Yeah.
Now I haven't. Some people told me about the West. They told me about the East. I have to see that for myself. Somebody says I prefer the South. Somebody else says I just don't like the long flight from New York. But whatever. When I get there, I'm relaxed. Facts. Yeah, Mr. Hart laughing when I said I want company. Ain't no if you live in the South, ain't nobody popping up at your house.
Nah.
They making sure you home.
Yeah, they know I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah. They making sure you home before they drive 45 minutes. Yeah.
It's just too far for me, man. It's far from Four Ways. It's far from Waterfalls, not Pretoria.
Yeah, that's far from Pretoria.
Bank.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? That's where all the live stuff, that's where all the live stuff go at. That I want to be involved in, and I'm
well,
not
how you know South ain't got that?
I'm not saying it doesn't, but I mean, we familiar. We already familiar like this. If you meet somebody and they ask you, Bennett, I'm gonna go to South Africa. Recommend some place for me to stay. What's the first place you're gonna think of?
I mean, Four Way. I mean, I don't recommend where I've been so far. So
I think Joe said it right though. Rosebank. Yeah. Vantage.
Well, even in Dallas.
You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing we gonna think about. Because that's what we know.
I know, but I'm just saying when I get out there this next time, I'm gonna try to get out further out and start looking at the same 2%.
You should stay over there by the waterfall, man, by the Mall of Africa. They got Airbnbs over there. I'm gonna send you the information.
Yeah.
But Mr. Hart said that home that we were talking about earlier, he said that's easily 25 million in California. And I believe it's easily 25 million.
I think it's higher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would
say
say
doesn't want to drive more than 10 minutes for convenience. Right. So Losey says, he's shouting out to somebody, asking how the 2023 is. Let's see. South Joburg is developing nice, but nothing can move me from North Joburg. Mm-hmm. That's Peter. That's Pistol Pete saying that. I think the movement scares the hell out of them, so they're trying by all means to discredit it, and we're not moved by any of their nonsense. Shout out Steven, man. Steven, I need you to holler at me. They hire security. Talking about the dudes that do the filming of like Best Eat.
He
said they hired they hire a security company. They also had to have applied for permission to have that size production with the Metro Police. Maybe so, because it's probably just like 2 cameras though. There's 2 cameras and the white boy talking. Are these brothers? Oh no, she's asking if they was in that essay.
Nah, I already told him once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, you way back there, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot of comments. Loads of trust me, we are putting the pressure. Yeah, South Johannesburg is the best. Somebody said that again. I stayed in Josie 5 years and I only knew maybe 30% of it. True. Like we don't know Johannesburg. We stunting and telling people, man, Josie's too big.
Yeah.
Pretoria is also nice. Yeah, Pretoria is nice, but it's a little slower. You know, you really
That's more country like it seems like.
it's the pace different. Like from what I remember of Cape Town, that pace is slower. Johannesburg is fast paced, and even Johannesburg is not as fast paced as some of the cities in the States. You know, like right now, what time is it? 9:30. We walked outside to go right there by William Nicole. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Yeah.
They're shutting down. Thank you, Dr. Asad. Correct. I live in 4 Ways, Johannesburg. Man, those are you around the corner.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Love 4 Ways.
We still ain't seen Losey or Josie yet.
They're the same person. They're the same person.
They're the group.
Dr. Asad, what is it that you're looking for as far as neighborhood to live in SA? I'm looking for like it depends, you know. It's so I got my mind is torn between doing some real live in-word stuff. And then
he wants sis stories. He wants a sis story house.
Oh my God!
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was lovely. I was shout out to Mr. Hart. I was with Mr. Hart today, and he showed me where they building this house, and there's all that land of this house. And I'm like, I need to just go there and do some, you know. I just need to go and just go buy me something big and just be ignorant and forget about my plans. My plans were to come over here, buy enough small apartments, enough rental property that I can leave something to my children and my grandchildren, and then, you know, look up and have a nice sizable amount of rental income coming in every month, that even if I continue to work, I would have a nice lanyard, a nice little bit extra, right? That's the intelligent thing to do. That's the thing. Keep your expenses low. If I rent me a house, rent something that I can afford, that's, you know, manageable, whatever have you, not spend half my cash. Because for Americans, I don't know if South Africans know this, for Americans, if you're not a permanent resident and you try to buy your initial property, you got to put half down. So if you're looking at a $300,000 house, you got to come up with $150,000. You know what I'm saying? Now, once you establish credit over here, from what we were told, you can get that down to maybe 40 or even the typical 20%, right? So my mind is like, it's really torn, because I looked at the house we were in Saturday. I looked at Mr. Hart's, you know, his house being built. I'm like, man, you know, that's what we came for, right? We came over here to live a certain type of lifestyle and the ball, but that's not the smart thing to do. So,
Well, see, the thing about it, man, if you got the properties, your properties will pay for it. That's how you got to look at
it. So in due time,
My plan is to I left all that debt in the United States.
That's right.
I'm not trying to give me a Range Rover and a $400,000-$500,000 house, man.
But they'll make you do it over here, though.
Yeah, they will.
They'll make you do it, bro. If you got any type of competitive nature in you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not no square, no lame, no sucker,
it's hard.
I'm riding in a Honda, y'all. Like a Honda.
A two-cylinder. A two-cylinder. It car had a heart attack.
I hit a pothole. The other day, man, and my car ain't been right. So I'm gonna go put it in the shop tomorrow, man. It's just not. It's making a squealing noise. So yeah. But anyway, a Honda, man.
Stay.
Yo.
Asad was on a 20% grade, and the car almost had a heart attack.
That car needs oxygen.
Man, Stacy can barely fit my car, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy can barely fit the car,
Yeah.
bro.
Yo,
So-
I'll be like this. I'll be like this in the car.
So when you
Stacy,
riding and you see
6'8".
the Mercedes and you see the Range Rover, and you see the nice car, it make you like the BMW and the Audis. I'm like, man, I had a nice. My wife was driving a nice Audi back.
Man, you know what I was driving over there.
Big trucks, nice Audis, and I'm over here in the Honda. Yeah, so it'll make you like. There's enough folks here driving nice vehicles that will make you want to compete
sorry.
with them. I went to,
I said, tell them, story how your son punked you about your car when he first got over here.
I already told him.
He said, I
We came all the way. We came all the way over here to drive a Honda. Yeah, man.
So my wife can be in the chats, but she can't be over here. Can't be over here with us. She in the chats though.
Where you see her?
She probably disappeared already, but she was in the chats.
Stage driver, South African room.
According to that title, she right next to you.
Hey, let me tell you something. So load shedding and
It's real.
potholes and don't mix.
Mm-mm.
They got to do something about them potholes or load shedding. One of the two, right?
Yeah.
One of the two. I prefer them to fix load shedding, but these dark roads you riding and it's load shedding,
Don't feel safe at all.
man.
I didn't see any potholes, man. You must have
And these
been. Where were you?
Hey yo,
Man,
Bennett. The other
it's
day
a
we
couple
was
out
riding
the other
to we was riding the south the other day. It was sunny, not much traffic. I saw it actually driver, what was his name? The driver told him his name. He said, "Good thing, man. Can you slow down?" Can you slow down?
Look,
Next thing
we
you
were
know,
talking
man,
from.
he was driving slow for the rest of the trip.
Yeah. I'm not in a
Is
hurry.
it,
Yeah, where you going? I'm not in a hurry. Yeah,
Is
so I
it,
said, y'all riding
Lanzaria?
dirty, washing my hair, got it. Oh, that's your wife.
That's the wife, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so that they have a discussion between each other. But yeah, man, those
Man,
potholes, man.
Asad, on
Huh?
New Year's Eve, on New Year's, I was partying hard in the Montana, man. And with my crew.
Hey,
and,
listen, I ain't gonna put your business out there, but if you want to put your business out there, because
it's on IG, so it's okay.
oh
yeah,
man, you know Pearl
it was-
Tuesday?
No.
Oh man, oh well. My dog do. My dog got do.
When I get back, you introduce me to Pearl Juice.
I wish I could introduce you to her. You gonna have that's a Josh introduction.
Oh,
That's no. Pearl is she's an actress. She was Queen Sono, man.
yeah.
Man, my dog.
Y'all met her?
He met her. He
Well
met her,
known
taking
actress.
videos with her and everything. I said that boy is like,
Wow.
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 You know what
I
I'm
know
saying?
exactly what that is.
Pearl
Dog,
Tuesday.
I cut the camera off. I'm
Pearl, they gotta
partying.
make a rap song to make called Pearl Tuesday.
I know exactly who that is.
Oh, but yeah, he met her. They was having a prayer meeting, like a prayer vigil. Yeah, they was praying together.
but see, Doc don't tell you the other half of that story. He and I was out having a little sit down, a nice little spot he took me to, and I told him, I said, Doc, I'm gonna meet Pearl when I get
He
out.
did tell me that.
For real?
He
I
told
said-
me he was gonna meet Pearl the day before he met her, and he
Wow.
met her,
Wow.
and she up there hugging him when I'm taking pictures with that video.
Never met him
Well, you
before.
gotta send me that video, man. I'm jealous.
While we in the big
psychic.
house, and somebody else stopped at somebody else's house, he was hanging out with Pearl Tuesday. Big
Wow.
fast. Yeah.
Wow, that's what's up.
See, I was supposed to be with you all, but all things worked good for the great. Well, we'll leave that.
Yeah. You wasn't. Yeah,
Well, I was in the house listening to gunshots.
It was.
Hey, what y'all arguing about in the chats, man? They arguing about something about load shedding in the chats.
Yeah, man. Load shedding is real. We were in the club, and the lights went off in the club. DJ
What?
was in the mix, man. The people were going crazy, and the lights went off. I said, I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Lights
Gotta
went
go.
off.
What that say, bro? Read that timeline.
Oh, they ain't have no backup generator?
It say
It
salam,
came back on
Zaki.
about a minute and
I
a
never
half.
talked to you about your move to SA. We've been looking to expatriate as well. and would love your honest opinion on SA. This is my Muslim brother out in New Orleans.
Love it.
And
Love it.
I posted something about him. He said he'd been in like 2 mass shootings, because New Orleans got control. He's been like 2 mass shootings, 10 shootouts, whatever have you. And now he's like, he's ready to leave. So let me respond back to
coming this way.
Yeah, and trying to get out of this. I
think it's a lot of people trying to get out of the stage. They just scared, man. They scared because of what they was told. Of what the media told them, with the movies, what they show in the movies. But if you do your own research, you'll see it's not like that.
It's hard to
you got a computer in your hand.
Black people travel.
You got a computer in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
would you even add to that even those who travel, it's hard to convince them to come to South Africa? I have friends who have visited places all over the world, and still have this thing in their head about South Africa or even Africa that just keeps them from wanting to come here. I'm like, just come try it, just check it out.
Well, I think it's also that when you see these airlines, they don't never promote Africa.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You see $5.99 4-day trip to Honduras,
mm-hmm.
$2.99 trip to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen no one on TV promote going to Africa,
mm-hmm.
visiting Africa for 7 days and 8 nights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. So,
but yet every time I get on a plane from Atlanta, I'm maybe one of 7 black people and 200 white.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Right.
When we flew here December 10th, it might have been about 5 or 6 blacks. Plane jam packed with white folk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And one lady,
Asad said when he came, it was a bunch of black folks because people was having they was having kind of a house tour thing.
Yeah,
a property tour.
They had the property tour of the real South Africa,
mm-hmm.
and then they had
a few other Americans.
Stuff. Yeah,
a few other Americans was having their own thing too. So that's why then it was a bunch of blacks. But normally, it's just a handful
mm-hmm.
of us, man.
Yeah. Even when we did the cultural tour yesterday out in Lanzaria, the Lettucey tour, where you go and learn about the tribes, the Zulus. There were people from Turkey. There were people from Germany, Italy, and Greece. And then it was me and my wife and kids. We were the only Americans. And we stood out because they say, oh, they want to know about America. I was like, no, we want to know about the Zulu. So, but at the end of the trial, at the end of the tour, older white lady pulled me aside. She said, well, I heard your wife tell the tour guide you all were thinking about moving here. She said, why? And I said, well, let me ask you. I said, why are you here? And she had been here 20 years. She said, well, I love it. And it's just so convenient and cheaper to live here. And I said, well, then why would you ask me that question? And I said, because America is high inflation, very, very, high in crime. I said, we got a lot of things going on. But she asked me, why would I come here? And here she's moved here from United Kingdom 20 years ago. So I don't know why our people won't really invest time here when I see other cultures, not just from America, but all over the world. They knew about this 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, longer than that.
We the ones late to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giselle asks how many Black Americans live in South Africa? I have no idea, but I know it's a lot of us.
Yeah. We met some today.
And the ones that we just know, how about the ones that we don't know? But there's a lot of us here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't even know he was here, right?
Yeah, so
someone in the group was saying, are there
probably
Americans? I didn't know.
In South Africa, I would estimate between 1,000 and 1,500 African Americans between Cape Town and Johannesburg.
And that's probably growing every day.
Yeah.
I know I read some stat about a year ago, and they said it was like 300,000 on the whole continent.
Yeah.
Like 300, 350,000 on the whole continent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say so. The thing is that most of them, the vast majority of the African Americans that are in South Africa don't have YouTube. If you're not, and the way Facebook works is like the people on their Facebook page are going to be people that they grew up with, went to high school with, went to college with, used to work with, right? So if you're not any of those people, you won't see them on Facebook or Instagram. Most of them are not trying to promote a Facebook or a social media page. So they're quiet. A lot of them are married to South Africans. I know a few sisters who are married to South Africans and brothers who ended up marrying a South African woman. So they're living quiet, you know, and for our South African family, you wouldn't notice them. You wouldn't know them. And if they learn to speak a little Zulu or something, you wouldn't know them. You really wouldn't know them. Yeah, you maybe find out once you kind of talk to them for a while. But if they just walk up to you as a sawubona and ask you for something at the store, you wouldn't know. You can't readily identify them. But they're here. We need to fight. We need to fight that. Okay. We know that let me see.
They going hard in the chats, man.
Probably missed about 100
of them. I was trying to respond. Yeah. So just like that, there was a Muslim brother. And see, that's the thing about it. So a Muslim brother from New Orleans reached out to me to ask me about leaving New Orleans and coming to South Africa. And I just wanted to stop immediately and give him just a real quick, listen, brother, I'm telling you, you would appreciate it. Because I know your circumstances and situations, because I know the city you're in. I know what's going on there. Bring your children over here. Let them have a better life. You know, bring your wife, or he might think he got 2 wives. So bring both of them, you know, and come live your life, you know.
Yeah. I got a cousin. I got a cousin that's coming here January 15th, I believe. Young guy, man. He got his set on pretty good. Him and his wife coming to try to handle some business. What kind of business, I don't know, but a young black couple, man, doing their thing.
Yeah. And let me touch on something that Doc, Asad, and I was talking about when we were having dinner the first night we were talking to a very good friend we made here who is from Somalia, and he's here in SA. He's been here all his young life, and he really wants to come to America. And, you know, I've talked to him about it, but I let Doc kind of just talk to him a little bit about, you know, what he can expect if he went to America. Coming from here. And, you know, I'm sure he hears it all the time, anytime he's talking to someone, you know, from the States. But then I said, well, let me just explain something to you about Doc and I. And I said, you know, because when you see someone of the stature of you guys, you know, especially you, Doc Bennett and Dr. Asad, who are at the very top of their careers, you know, they've made it to a PhD level, the highest level you can go to in a college education. You know, Doc is a MD. He's made it to the top of his point of education, unless he go be a surgeon, you know. And I was telling him, I said, there's a small percent of Black men in the United States who has obtained that type of education. And I said, you've met 2 of them already who have decided they're going to move their family all the way to South Africa. And I'll say, I have to challenge you to think about that. I said, you're looking at 2 very well-educated, very prosperous gentlemen who are moving their family across the water to South Africa from the United States. And they're telling you because they see the promise in South Africa. It's better. And I had to really break that down to him. Like, what does that mean? Like, the cost involved to move, the cost involved of acquiring the necessary things you need to move. And I was like, I don't even make that kind of money. And I hear you see these gentlemen making these type sacrifices to do that. So I said, that has to speak to you, like, very loudly, that here are some of our top producers as Black men in the United States moving to South Africa.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I don't think I could be any more granular than that, other than unless I told them what kind of money those type people make, which I wasn't going to do that. But they still feel like America is like this place they want to go and experience.
Why does it cost so much to leave America though, man?
You know why?
What?
It's a pretty penny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't free to be.
But
It ain't free to get free.
And aside, no, I even broke that down to him what it costs, and I won't put that out on the chat. But I said, think about it. I gave him a number, and I said, you see these people twice or three times a year, and the cost for these guys to come twice or three times a year is probably even higher than a whole family's average salary. Not one person, a whole family's average salary here in SA. So these guys are making, because we all are doing this, great sacrifices to come here and make a life for our family, to get set up to do that. That's how good you have it here in South Africa, that all of us see the promise here to want to be here and make the financial sacrifices to do so. And I think everyone on this panel, on this video can attest to that. It is not cheap in any way. You can't even discount it. You can't even try to, I'm gonna try to find a deal that can get me there. No, it is high.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the commitment that the men on this video have.
We originally I supposed to been there right now with y'all. We had to postpone our trip. And when we booked the tickets for December, I think we booked it back in July. The tickets were about $1,700 a ticket. And so we had to cancel it. And so I just decided to go back and look at those same tickets a couple months later, and now they were charging $4,000 to $5,000 per ticket for economy. And so, it's just expensive. Another thing too, the elephant in the room is that it is much better quality life for Black people over there. The conversion is nice, but even if the conversion was 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, I'd still be trying to go because the thing about it, the difference is, you can make money in America, but America is very expensive. And as a Black person, you're not in the majority at all. So you just have to take what you can get, over here. Just case in point, eggs over here, a carton of eggs over here costs almost $4, which is what, about 50, 60 something rand over there, which is very expensive. And so, it's just a cost of living. You make more money here, but it's gonna cost you a whole lot more. Yeah, you're gonna be working just to survive. You're just gonna be working just to pay a bill. You really won't have leftovers. And there are people like myself that, doctors and whatever, lawyers, and they got high quality jobs, but by the time they get the big house and get a car and they still paying student loans off. Yeah. In order to live the American dream, you have to be asleep. Yeah. So that's how it is. And so they might look like they prosper and they got the nice car, they got the nice house, but they live in check to check. Yeah. And just like when COVID hit 2 years ago, and when everything shut down for 2 months, it exposed a lot of people, because when people couldn't work for 2 months, it messed a lot of people up. A lot of people were filing bankruptcy. They were losing their houses and stuff because they was living from check to check. The average person don't even have $2,000 in savings. The average family, Black, white, whoever, it doesn't matter. The average family do not have $2,000 to put their hands on in an emergency.
You're lost.
Yeah. So if you out of work for 2 months, you're not going to make it. So, the quality of life over there is nice. And everything looks different on the other side. People in South Africa trying to get over here, and a lot of them, they'll come over here. Some will do well, but some will have to admit that they love South Africa better because it's just a whole different type of vibe. When I'm over there, I'm more relaxed. It's just different. I have a different feeling about myself. I walk different. I feel different. The sun feels different over there. It's just everything is different. Then you come back over here, and it just feels artificial. It just don't. It's not the same. So, I wouldn't dare move my family or try to attempt to move my family,
Hey, man.
that far away from everything. If I was gonna bring them in a worse situation, no, the situation is way better over there. Way better.
Yes.
So,
I can deal with it.
somebody challenged me on one of my comments that why do you always say that black people are living check to check in America? It was a South African. I don't know how he sounded. That's how when I read his comment, that's how he sounded.
That's the truth.
Right. And then he said, you never talk about the black people that are living well. I want you to read this, brother. Read what it says, the headline. So y'all don't think I'm making up stuff.
Yeah. And I want to piggyback on that when we get done.
Would put most Americans into debt.
A $500 surprise expense will put most Americans into debt. The first paragraph says 57% of Americans don't have enough cash to cover a $500 unexpected expense without going into debt. Man, they have to go put it on a credit card. You got to put it on a credit card and try to pay for it for the next 3 years. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when we live in check to check. And that wasn't about black Americans. That's all Americans. That's all of them. Right? They show y'all them people on TV and the Real Housewives of this and that. Don't they have a Real Housewives of Pretoria, I believe, or Real Housewives of Joburg.
They broke.
Now, imagine looking at the Real Housewives of Pretoria, Real Housewives of Joburg, and thinking that's the way that all South Africans live. Right? But that's what so many people do. I'm not saying y'all in terms of South Africans, but that's what so many people around the world do. They look at what America shows, the propaganda, right? Everyone living well. People told me they didn't know that America had potholes. I said, man, you crazy. What world are you living in? They told me they didn't believe America had potholes.
Man, New Orleans got swimming pools.
You talking these man, you get
and Doc, we right next door to New Orleans, 2 hours away. I spent a lot of summers there, and right in Jackson, the capital of Mississippi. A young white girl from a rich family.
Oh,
right where my parents, like right around the block, and died. The car hit and flipped and blew up. Potholes
she had a red Mustang, and she had a top down. Matter of fact, it was my daughter's friend. It was the day before graduation. And they were graduating from a school called Jackson Academy, and she was driving. Yeah, she was driving down Ridgewood Road and hit a pothole, and the car flipped up and fell on top of her, killed her instantly.
We have very bad
potholes. Pothole killed her?
Doc, Asad, the potholes are so bad in the capital city that I don't go home because of that, because it's just a 5.5 hour drive. So when I go, I usually would typically drive, but I don't want to drive my nice car to Jackson, Mississippi, because hell, we went there one time and my wife said, is the bottom gonna fall out the car when we hit a pothole? It's ridiculous. And then you look at South African roads. Hell, I've ridden all out to some of the rural areas, and the roads are smooth, potholes here and there, but not like we have in the South, Doc.
Nah, bro. You can go fishing in some of them potholes we got.
The potholes we got serious. But I ain't gonna lie. The potholes in South Africa, the one that I hit in my car the other day was, I think that pothole went to the center of the earth. I think that that pothole got flames coming out. That goddamn, that I'm telling you, so it's like
you probably got them 14-inch tires too. He ride on 14s. So he close to them
8-inch tires I got, man. Somebody said this dude Mike person, man. Somebody talking about Mike Scaly. What's going on with Mike?
Scythian.
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 Huh?
I think it's Scythian.
Scythian?
Scythian.
We don't have access to like the chess as we normally do. Stacey, please block the colonizer.
Man, let me tell you something. Let me give y'all a piece of game somebody gave me. whatever you feed lives, whatever you starve dies.
Yeah.
He begging for attention.
Yeah. You gotta let him do it.
Eventually, he'll take his own self out. Because if ain't nobody
Yeah.
paying attention, what's the point to keep posting? So
Yeah.
if we had the ability to block, I think it's because we're on this live stream here thing. We can't block him now. But let me tell you something. That's what I'm saying. The enemy will come and seek to cause confusion. The devil. That's why Elijah Muhammad called certain people devils. Because the devil comes and he seeks to cause confusion.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? He seeks to cause confusion and division. So he is what he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get surprised when devils act like devils. I don't never get surprised. That's how they get down. Yeah. And I'm not talking about all white people. So let's be clear. I'm talking about people who have in their heart the motivation to destroy Black unity, to destroy people coming together, to always insert negativity, to always insert hating, right? Hatred or whatever have you. Yeah, ignore them people, right? Because they're miserable. Yeah, they're miserable. Who got the time to sit here and cause division in the chat on a YouTube channel, man? You ain't got no woman to talk to.
I know.
Say, bro, you ain't got no woman to go home and talk to and hug up and kiss on and tell her how much you love her. Yeah. Right now it's 10 o'clock. I'm thinking, man, we're gonna be on here about another 30 minutes.
He said his ancestors.
My wife.
He said his ancestors been here longer than.
Miserable. Go get your woman.
I didn't read
Asad.
I'm totally. I saw. Oh, you did.
I saw love on Mike.
Yeah, I'm totally oblivious. I don't know any about. Asad, even the voice of reason.
Ever the voice of reason. I try to be.
You said his ancestors been here longer than anybody.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
That's what he said.
Shoot.
They say look back in the chats and play catch up. And look, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all that's too far. That's too far going back. It got to be down a couple hundred comments. Yeah, lost me now. Yeah, if we would have had the laptop up, we wouldn't have got behind.
So
so gentlemen, look back in the chat, please, and play catch up.
Giselle, we ain't gonna do all of that.
Well, tell me. Well, I'm sorry. Was I wrong or something about Mike? No. Did I call him out wrong? If I did, please let me know. I know somebody was saying black. Somebody said he was a colonizer.
You're always very fair.
Yeah, based on that last name, yeah.
And Asad, you always
I put my whole into it. Oh,
see, he won.
Yeah.
He won if you did that.
Yeah. And now he's gone. He's gone.
No, I'm being called a colonizer. My ancestors have been here for thousands of years.
Been here thousands of years.
The Bantus are the colonizers along with the Europeans.
Colonizers alongside. So who is Mike? Is Mike? Is he? Because apparently he's trying to say he's not a European.
Well, I can find out. I'm very, very good.
I know. Yeah.
Well, find out for me because I can't see that picture.
Mike, if you don't know me,
I can't see the picture. So maybe
Mike,
he know me,
brother. Mike, if you don't know me, I'm hot.
I'm
very, very connected.
Yeah, don't feed into it.
You still feed into it.
Shout out to that brother.
Yeah.
Or whoever he is. I think that there's ways of engaging in conversation that may be difficult to have, and this ain't it. Ain't nobody up here really talking serious. You know what I'm saying? We just having a good time, brothers building or whatever have you. But if y'all feel like he's saying something inappropriate or disrespectful, y'all call him out.
Sapora said he's a color.
See, that's where it get tricky though.
What's that, Mike? What?
Colored guy.
No. Mike, my boy. I don't know. So he's that's what it gets tricky. You know what I'm saying? Because what do you say? Because they not white. So they're not like legit European. Yeah.
What can you say? And they got a whole lot of black blood running through them. They got the white blood running through them, so they kind of in between, And I mean that's matter of fact I saw on that the Best Food show.
Yeah,
the color sister on there. She was like, because we're not white, we're not black, We are in between. And yeah, so that's definitely a conversation I'm gonna stay out of, because I know that
Yeah.
in the United States, most colored people that we call colored, y'all would be black, and we would say y'all
Yep.
got to be on this side with us. Come on over here with us.
Yeah.
Come on over here with
But
us.
see,
You know what I'm saying?
Scythian,
But it's
I
different South
sent,
Africa.
I sent you all a text in your chat, guys, gentlemen, just not the group who Mike is, where he's from.
You sent me a
So-
text.
okay, yeah, I see
I
it.
sent
But see,
I sent y'all information about
but the
Mike,
Scyth-
who he is, where he's from, and you know I'm good at this, Doc. But
that-
I will say this: Mike has a very decorative background, and I think he just wants to be understood and heard. So I'll leave it there.
but Scythian,
You
if I
say he got a
remember right,
very what
Scythian means
background?
Greek, right?
Decorative.
Hey, Josh.
You said,
Yes,
Josh,
Yeah,
you said a
decorative.
decorative black background, right?
No, I said it's decorative. Like, you know,
Decorative.
yeah, he has a pretty nice background.
He's educated.
He's an educated guy.
Hey,
Okay.
now Scythian,
I
if
don't
I
see the
remember
text
right,
message.
Scythian, it means Greek, right? Somebody from Greek origins.
Yeah.
It's a Scythian, if I remember
Oh.
right.
It's on our chat that we're streaming on, not on their chat.
You said what?
It's on
Oh.
it's on the chat that we're streaming from, not the link.
Oh, okay.
But you have a chat there.
Oh yeah, he got a chat space, and when it says more,
Ah,
it knows me better than I know myself or my ancestry.
y'all, we still giving him the same energy.
What?
We still doing that, y'all.
Well, what is he talking about? What is he trying to say? Because I didn't read the comments.
I didn't read anything. I don't know.
The
Sounds like
day
you're-
that
So
the
after
wages
you-
will be
I saw
heard
after you
without
tell.
stirring the pot like he did, for someone who has a decorated background ought to have known better. All right.
Planners.
Well, what I'll say to that, and aside, we've seen this before when we had a young lady come at you on here, is some people feel like they're more educated on the subject than you are, and they challenge you to discuss, you know, the culture in totality. Like, we can't know everything, you know. That's why it's a conversation, right? So it sounds like he wants to have a conversation, so he needs to get him on the YouTube channel and talk about these things, whatever his interest is, whatever point he's trying to make.
Iranians, oppression.
Well, sorry, I got a email coming from work. But with that being said, I think we one time on my channel, I did have a colors, right, conversation, and I called it that because of that song from Ice-T, Colors.
Yes, yeah.
Colors. So I think so often we discuss like Black South Africans, African Americans, and that connection. And oftentimes, like on this channel, we see some colored people on here. So, but we want to make sure that we I think it's been difficult for us though, because I'm sorry, I just see Black people, and that's after 43 years of conditioning. In my mind, when I talk about Black people in South Africa, I be throwing the colors in
Colors
there, included.
Yeah.
Because that's
how we are in the States.
If my wife was born in South Africa, she would probably be colored. If Red was born in South Africa, she'd probably be colored, or people would think she was colored or whatever have you. But in America, they black. They Negroes. And that's in my mind when I start talking about, you know, this, that, and the third, I don't even separate them. And I know it's wrong because they have separated themselves and say, we are this, we are colored, we have a different culture, whatever have you. My partner Henry, he colored. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to what did he say?
Well, based on his last name, you know, the Scythians, like I thought, they were part of the Greek culture. They came from the Caucasus Mountains.
It is a Greek
and,
name.
And they integrated and got absorbed by the Slavs, like Yugoslav and all those places. So they definitely European. That's a European name. Of maybe one of his parents are from there. What we call a Scythian, and then you say that you
walking around with European names all over America.
I understand that, but he's saying that his people came before the Bantu. So he must believe that, you know, Adam and Eve were white.
No, I think what he said. So there is a the Kosa people, the Kosan or something, the Khoisan people. They are not Bantu. I don't think. Somebody correct
No,
me
they
if I'm
not.
wrong.
They
They
not.
are not Bantu. And they were here first. And then like the Bantu came, the Bantu invasion, and then like the Zulus, I think the Zulus are Bantu. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But the Khoisan people, I think they like a reddish skinned people with like peppercorn hair. Some of them have slanted looking eyes, you know, almost look like a black Asian is what I've seen. And those of you said it, I'm a colonizer. Anyway, but I think those people were here prior to the Europeans and maybe prior to the Bantu or whatever have you. Or the Bantu came from the northern part of South Africa. So I'm saying this, the reason why I learned this is because I went to Pretoria. I think it's the president's house or something like that that's out there. And there's a guy out there, he had this protest. And he was one of the Khoisan people. Somebody gonna tell me what I'm talking about. And they are classified as black.
But hold on, we're not gonna let you gloss over that you was to the president's house.
No. It's like anybody can go there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's
No, anybody can go there. Anybody. I wasn't special.
Asad
Anybody can go there.
smooth,
Anybody
man.
can go there. Yeah,
Transition
don't have
here,
the history
right, yeah.
that says we come from the north, but yes, they are not. Our history is so diverse and complicated. We're still learning as far as others can understand.
can be confusing.
Yeah. Yes, the Bantu came from the northern side of Africa. That's what so this guy, he has his protest. I mean, he's sleeping outside. He's been there. And he has all these handwritten signs with all of this information. So I read the information, and again, I didn't understand because we, as African Americans, it's very hard for us to make distinctions and divisions between black people. We know it exists. We know like Haitians and Jamaicans or whatever have you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when we look at the continent, we don't see Bantu or Khoisan or
We see black people.
we see black people.
Right,
That's the conditioning of the United States.
Exactly.
You get grouped in. So in the United States, very rarely will you hear white people identify as Irish. They may say I have Irish ancestry, or they may say my people came from England, but they just identify as white. White. So in the United States, everyone is grouped in to either white, black, brown, or yellow, right? Yeah. Asian is yellow. No matter what part of Asia you're from, whether you're Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, whatever, you're yellow, you're yellow.
Didn't race change on applications and stuff like that? Didn't they take something off of it? It was black, white.
They even have now applications now that if you're two or more race, you are.
You can put two or more races now if you biracial.
Mm-hmm.
Which
that
makes
is like
sense.
law. That is like not law now. You can be two or more races without Hispanic. But I don't understand. I got to find out legally why they did that. Why do they say two or more races but not Hispanic?
Nonsense topics, Mike. This is an old trick. The people called Khoi today live largely in the coast, sun in the inner part.
Coast sun in the inner part. I don't know what that is.
Okay. So I think that's what he's saying. I think that's what Lozy is talking about. So there are two separate groups of people, you know. And we should know this history because we are here, but we don't. We learn it.
This thing can be a whole podcast by itself.
That's what I'm saying.
A learning experience for both sides.
I think a lot of times we think that color is a mixture of black, white, maybe the Indian, the Cape Malays, and all the people. But sometimes the colors are just defined as those Khoi people and maybe a mixture of some white or whatever have you. So, because they say that the Afrikaans language is not even the Dutch. The base of that language is like what the Khoi people spoke, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all don't quote me on this, I could be wrong. There are no people called Bantu or Khoisan in the African context. It's a term coined by colonizers. There you go. I mean, that's a whole podcast.
Probably to have Losey on.
Yeah.
Mike-
We need to have that
Mike-
conversation.
Mike,
Mike,
may even
we need
Ruben
you to
here.
set up a
Tell
YouTube,
me,
brother.
man,
and
all of
school us.
these people are Africa. He can't claim things here. Mike is, if you're a poisoner, so what? Get over
yourself.
Mike is a white guy, guys, and let's leave him alone.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, he had something to
How
say.
we go from talking
Yeah.
about Asad looking at girl shoes and stuff, and we over here
anytime
talk
we
about.
on this,
They have some very nice shoes here. I mean, I've seen the loveliest shoes in my life. I've seen all kinds of shoes. Red shoes,
Yeah.
white shoes, everything. Yeah, I would just say this, just honestly. If I was 25 years old, I would stay far away from South Africa.
You'll be undesirable.
Hey,
Hey,
Josh,
he'll be
Josh, I
undesirable.
don't know what he's talking about. I'm tunnel vision. I'm like
States
this.
will be undesirable
I
too.
would stay far away from South Africa, man. Yeah.
I know I read, it was just one post. This guy was supposed to, this brother was supposed to come here for like 4 days. 25 years later, he's still here.
Huh? Yeah.
This brother's supposed to come here for vacation for 4 or 5 days. 25
real.
years later, he's still here.
Yeah, man.
It's
Yeah,
real.
bro. Yeah. No, this frankly, man, South Africa has some just very attractive women. I think it's, if a single man would have a great time.
I say it like this. This is what I'm gonna say. In America, the culture of the women, everybody trying to look alike. Everybody got the same weave, same old BBL booties and all that kind of stuff. What I've noticed over in South Africa, any flavor that you're looking for, you can find it. You got women with natural hair, you got women with afros, you got women with low cuts, you got women with weaves, wigs, whatever you want. You got dark skin, light skin, thin, thick, whatever you want is over there. But the thing about it, everybody got their own flavor, and nobody.
They got their own
I
flavor,
mean, you ain't gonna get bored seeing the same old like we have over here. I mean, really, everybody trying to look and trying to be that bad bee, and got them long, incredibly long eyelashes, and everything just so exaggerated here. It's disgusting. I mean, when your eyelashes touch your
like
forehead, yeah. And your waist is a 14 and your booty like a 42. I mean, that's just ridiculous. You look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And,
What's up, Queen Key?
Shout out to Queen King, man. Queen Key in Botswana.
Yeah. But you're right, man. They all trying to look alike.
But they say they want a real brother. Now they want a real brother, but they're giving us fake hair, fake nails, fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows, fake titties, fake booty, fake, but they want a real brother. You hear that?
Yeah.
Shout out to Easy, man, about the variety. Yes, we have a wide and diverse variety. Oh, man, why they moving so fast? The term used by them is, you spoken like it's on the meme. What's your flavor? You speaking like it's on a menu. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's when we say what's your flavor. Yeah, different flavors just mean like different styles. Different styles or whatever have you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're not trying to fetishize and
No. What I'm saying is it's just you it's whatever you are looking for, whatever type of woman you're looking for, you can find that in Africa.
Yeah.
And it's just here, it's boring here. It's just everybody trying to look like Cardi B and Beyonce.
Kardashian.
Yeah. I hope they move past Kim Kardashian, he's right. I hope they move past that. And let me tell you what I really like. I like the South African sisters when they come and they got the ball, like it's like a low cut, and they got it dyed a certain color, and they might have like the little designs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because, I mean, no, I don't be saying any of that.
Yeah.
he drew me in. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't see none of that.
No.
I already told.
No, I don't see none of that. All I see is red.
All I see is
my standard.
I don't pay no attention. I don't pay no attention, man. But yeah. Sorry, we have.
Have y'all got into football over there, soccer?
No, not yet, man.
Yeah.
I plan on doing it though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get into that.
I watched the end of the World Cup where Lionel Messi won the World Cup, and they were really going for him. So here's my problem with that whole situation. Like, and I know that it was like I don't know if it was his first World Cup that he won or something like that. Lionel Messi, they call him like the GOAT. He like the
one that just died.
No, that's Pele.
Pele.
This
Pele,
white
man.
guy, like they call him like he like the Michael Jordan of soccer or something like that, right? But he had never won the championship, or maybe he had won it in a long time, and they won. This was his last year, and he was going to retire with the World Cup. But I think he played for Argentina, right? Let me make sure. He played for Argentina.
Okay,
my son said yes, right? He played for Argentina. I need y'all to go look up how Argentina erased its African population. Like, you have to know that history to know why it is the most curious thing to see African people cheering for Argentina, who went through an entirely extreme process to kill off all the black Argentines.
Wow.
Right? So it's like, I understand why they were cheering for him, because they were cheering for the man, not necessarily the team,
not the country.
But it's hard for me to sit there without. But that's another thing. Like here in South, that's history is not known by everybody all over the world. So like we don't know a lot about SA. SA may not know all about Black American history. Neither one of us may know about Venezuela or Argentinian history or whatever have you. Yeah, but there was a whole Messi is somebody said he's the god. But anyway, Doc, you're ruffling feathers now. I'm just telling you, like, you got to go and check the history out. I didn't write the history, so I don't want to ruffle feathers, but I'm just saying I didn't write the history. I ain't kill nobody. Yeah, I missed out on the South New Year. I knew you were going to be in the South. Oh, yeah. I thought you was coming. Let me see.
What's up, Bam?
Let me see something here.
Just watch.
Easy, my man.
His YouTube channel.
Easy.
Ruben,
Josh, you met Easy yet? Josh.
I met Easy. I thought I met Easy with Asad, or did I not? No, that wasn't.
I haven't even met him yet.
If you have
thinking about the gentleman we met at the mall in Mandela Square, Asad.
You haven't met Easy, because if you met him, you wouldn't have to wonder if you met him, because you'll never forget him.
There you go.
Yeah, you didn't meet him. You're a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude.
I love reading, man.
Yeah, very, very wise, man.
Oh, he's an older guy?
No, he's probably our age, well, a little younger. I don't know.
Doc, you the oldest one on here, so you can't say our age.
Nah,
hey,
on Facebook, Red is 57. On Facebook, I saw, on your notifications, they tell you, so and so's birthday, give them a birthday wish, and they put the age, and it said Red 57. So I screenshotted it and I sent it to Stace. I said, Stace, Red not 57, is she? He said, "No, that's a mistake. She's 37." I was like, "Oh."
Yo, he called my wife a cougar.
Yeah, she a cougar.
Yeah, man, she's 57, man. She a cougar.
So I just want somebody to say that to watch about the documentary. So I want to read. It says Argentina. So this is an article. Argentina is considered the whitest country in South America, which is odd considering that, like Brazil, they were colonized and subjected to Spanish colonists shipping in African slaves from the west coast of the African continent. Currently, Argentina's population of European ethnicity constituted 97% of the population. This is a disturbing figure taking into account that by the late 1700s, nearly 50% of the population in the interior of the country was Black, and between 30 and 40% of the population of Buenos Aires was Black or mulatto. When asked about Afro-Argentinians, most Argentinians believe that Argentina never took part in the slave trade, or that the Afro-Argentinians left Argentina naturally. Both of these theories are wrong. And then there's a whole, like, just go check out that article, or the article. This article's on Afropunk, but you can go check out, what happened to the Afro-Argentinians, and you'd be like, dang, it's hard to root for them. So, but I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, y'all. He won. It's over now. Wow. Yeah, it's over now. And
Well,
they had a young boy on the France's team, which is hard to root for France too, because France literally colonized my family. Like enslaved my family. So
Right.
But yeah, so it was. But they had the young black boy on there who won the World Cup maybe a few years ago, like the last one.
So who was big? So who was bigger? The guy Messi or the guy that passed?
Pele. Black, man.
I'm saying, but here, who
Like,
is, as far as
it's like Dr. J and Michael Jordan. Like Messi is like literally. I knew Lionel Messi was, and I didn't even watch. I knew Lionel Messi and David Beckham, and you know what I'm saying, and Pele. Huh?
Yeah. Well, see, Pele, he was playing back in the 70s and 80s, so he's
Right.
Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, it's like trying to compare Bill Russell or somebody like that, or to some of these newer guys. So Pele, he was a trailblazer. Now I was trying to lighten the conversation about bringing up soccer in some kind of way. Malcolm Farrakhan came back with and brought race back in it. So I was trying to get us off the race train for a minute. You want to stay off?
Let's talk about this. Y'all saw that boy that was playing football and he
collapsed.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc,
and you hear Skip Bayless came out and said, "Later for that, keep playing."
Man,
he came out, he tweeted it. You see that?
I saw he tweeted something, but
everybody jumped on him.
Yeah.
No. That they saw the first part and didn't see the very last part. He said after what happened, all of this stuff is irrelevant.
Yeah.
They didn't catch that. They just saw the first part and jumped on. See, that's the thing about this culture. Everybody is so offended. They get offended for the littlest thing. Somebody said, I bet that he had a heart attack because he got hit in the chest. That can happen. Take it from me. And somebody got offended by him saying, I bet that's what happens, using the word bet. People get offended from every little thing. You got to watch every little word that you say when you on social media. I mean, people just too soft, man. They get their feelings hurt. They have read the stuff, and then they jump on the man. So the man, he was basically saying that, if with all that, this was a major playoff game. This was going to determine who's going to go into the playoff. This can ultimately determine who's going to win the football championship. This game right here. But considering what had happened to that dude, all of that stuff is irrelevant. Basically, let's focus on this guy. That's basically what he was saying. But he got drugged through the mud because somebody had read it, and then they posted, and then people just didn't even read it for themselves. They went based off what the first poster said, and everybody jumped on this guy. Now he ain't no great guy, but I'm just saying.
No,
what he said.
I think
what he
I think
said.
that's what he's getting punished for.
Yeah, he getting punished for saying some crazy stuff. But what he said last night was nothing bad about it if you read it.
Okay. Because like 2 weeks ago, him and Shannon went at it about Tom Brady.
Yeah. So he's known for saying some controversial stuff, but in this particular case, he didn't say anything controversial. It just became controversial because somebody half read it. It's just like you've been taught in church. Money the root of all evil. You only hear money the root of all evil, and then to justify everybody staying broke. But the Bible didn't say that. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. And so the thing about it, if you read something, it completely takes things out of context. So but I hate it for that guy. I think I ain't gonna give my opinion on what possibly happened to him, but I don't think that hit was on a 1 to 10 scale. That hit was maybe a 2 or a 3.
If that.
It was something else. that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone right there.
All
But you're
right.
gonna see, but you're gonna see a lot of it this year too. Mark my words.
Yeah. I was thinking that when I went back and saw the video, I was like, there's something else with that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've
I would
seen
like
Pee Wee
before
football
I
hit
forget,
harder than that.
what Losey said about American DNA testing and how accurate is it for African Americans who are testing their DNA to know where their origins are? How accurate is it?
Man, so let me say this. Because you know, we live in the age of so much misinformation that people can put out a nice YouTube video and confuse 100,000 people and really have people going up against like proven history. So there's a brother named Jay Cameron, and he said he wanted to take the DNA test because he heard people saying it was skeptical, this, that, and the third. Well, he took the test, and then he had his mama take the test, and it linked him and his mama together. He knew that was his mama, right? So that in his mind, that validated the fact that this test is accurate. I took the DNA test, 23andMe, and I got cousins that then popped up on there, great aunts, people that I've been knowing was in my family. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But they have people. The first thing that they have to do, and this is not what Losey's, this is not Losey's agenda, but there are people who are making up all of these crazy just theories. And the first thing they have to do is invalidate the science, or at least invalidate what's accepted as true. So whatever way they can do that. So they don't offer any proof. They just say that those DNA tests ain't right. They wrong. And black people, you know, we are so anti-science in many ways. You know, we don't trust a lot of things. So we'll just take that and run with it. Yeah. So no, man, them DNA tests accurate. Them people didn't know whether I was black or white when I spit in that tube and sent it back to them. You know what I'm saying? Them people didn't see my face. Matter of fact, they had a side El Malik. That ain't my government name. You see what I'm saying? And it came back with all that black African ancestry. That's what it was supposed to come back as. Yeah, stop that, man. Y'all gotta.
What was your percentage?
87% sub-Saharan African, and then I did have legit Indian in my family. So for people who say I had like 0.1% Indian, then I had some Sri Lankan, and I had, so basically it was 87% African, sub-Saharan African, maybe 10 or 11% European, and then like these strange percentages of places that I don't know where that came from. Sri Lanka, Pakistan.
Yeah, mine was 91%, and then some other little stuff that I try to take out my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't even care about the rest. As long as it said that percentage, I was like, okay, good.
Yeah.
The rest didn't even matter to me.
Yeah. No. I'm big African. Yeah, I'm big African. Yeah. You know.
We at about 2 hours right now, man. We got to close this out. Saul got things he got to do.
Yeah.
I got to go pack. I'm already packed, but I got to go still pack. And I know Josh got things he got to do. I know Bennett got to go probably play bingo or something.
Yeah.
No, man, you got to go play
hang out with.
I don't think I'm joining.
Good. Hey, Asad.
Congo or Senegal, it sounds like a guess to me.
Guys, where's Ronnie?
Oh,
yo, Ronnie will be here in a few months. He's working on the process now. Trust me, he's hurting, man. He want to be here too.
Yeah,
he'll be here in a few months, and when he get here, we're gonna turn up. We're gonna have a good time, and he gonna be here for good too. So
you want me to bring some clothes with me when I come up there, Stacey? Because I know you can't find no clothes. You can't find no shoes.
Let me tell you, I had 5 suitcases, 70 pounds apiece. 70 pounds apiece. I'm good,
brother.
I am good.
You gonna have to go to the shipyard to find you some shoes, man.
Hey, let me tell you, man. I probably got about 10 pairs of sneakers that hasn't touched the ground yet.
Oh, okay, you good then?
I'm all the way good, and I'm going back in May, June. I'm bringing more stuff back.
All right,
I'm good, man.
But listen, I know you look like a giant over there, bro. You sit
Yeah, you just
7.
make sure you have your icy hot when you get there.
Oh yeah, yeah, I will. I will.
Look,
And my
I will
Jared's
say,
off.
when Asad and I was out,
All
he
right,
went
All
outside
right,
by
y'all.
himself.
I saw them here yawning. That's
Yeah.
that's the sign. All right, get
Yeah.
off.
I gotta do some work too.
Peace out,
Peace out,
y'all.
man. Let's
Thank
get
you,
it.
everybody, for showing up.
Peace.
Word up. All right.
Thank you guys. All right.